Hi, so today I want to talk about Gustave Doré, who was one of the most important illustrators of the 19th century, and I got a book from my wish list from my best friend. It is a stunning edition of all of the collected works of Gustave Doré, and of course I wanted to show you guys what the book looks like because it's an absolute treasure in my closet. And I also want to take this opportunity to talk to you about Gustave and who this man actually was. His name was Paul Gustave Louis Christophe Doré, and he was born on the 6th of January 1832 in Strasbourg, France. His birthday is actually tomorrow because I'm recording this video on the 5th of January. From a young age, it was already clear that Gustave had an extreme talent for drawing, and he got the attention of a publisher. By the age of 15, he was already making caricatures for a French paper. He created over 10,000 illustrations, and he was best known for his wood engravings. He especially illustrated for classic literature books, and among the most famous ones are the Bible and Dante's Divine Comedy. His big breakthrough came in 1850 because then he made illustrations for a novel by Miguel de Cervantes called Don Quixote. He brought the characters and the scenes to life in ways never seen before. And soon after, he took on monumental projects like Dante's Divine Comedy and the Bible. His artistic style is marked by dramatic contrasts of light and shadow, dynamic compositions. He worked primarily in engraving, a labor-intensive technique that allowed him to achieve an incredible depth and texture. The emotion and the symbolism make his work really stand out. He was also busy with paintings and sculptures and architecture. He never married, and after the death of his father, he lived with his mother, and he went on illustrating and working until, unfortunately, he had a heart attack. So until the time of his death, he never stopped illustrating. At the time of his death, he was working on illustrations for Shakespeare's plays. He had such an impact and an influence on every artist that came after him and illustrator that followed him. And honestly, his art really resonates with me. I love his illustrations so much. And that's why I added that book to my wish list. The government of France even made him a Knight of the Legion of Honor in 1861, which is the highest French order of merit, both military and civil. Now, when I read that the art journal was accusing him of inventing rather than copying, I automatically had to think about Plato and his vision on art being an imitation of reality, and he criticized it for being a step removed from the truth. And Gustave's approach, emphasizing imagination over strict imitation, could of course be seen as diverging even further from Plato's ideal. There's a quote by Théophile Gautier that I want to share with you. "Nobody better than this artist can give a mysterious and deep vitality to chimeras, dreams, nightmares, intangible shapes bathed in light and shade, weirdly caricatured silhouettes, and all the monsters of fantasy." Now, there is something special that I want to do with this book. He dictated to his mother a list of the literary works he wanted to illustrate in the years to follow. Some he had already done, and others he would unfortunately never do. So here is a list of those works, and I really want to make sure to read all of them. It definitely is one of my goals to read all the books that he illustrated and wanted to illustrate. So yeah, there you have it. This is a little bit of information about Doré. I don't see many people talk about him, which is why I discovered his works rather late. So I hope you found it useful. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I would love to see you back on the channel next week.